this was a lot of fun. It was a slight shame that Dopey couldn't come out as his proper VD, but totally understandable, of course. In fact, I feel like, and what I love about Dopey is despite that he owned it and he made it work. He was like, I found this in the closet and things like that. We had a lot of fun.
Every moment that I got to be on screen in 3D, I said to myself, I have to be Dopeia. I have to be me. I was a little bit disappointed though. I really wanted it to be. I really wanted it to be like I got to be in full 3D, even on their stream. Even on their stream, I wanted it to be full 3D. Like I wanted to be myself for it, but they were like, "Well, it's policy that you have to be in that suit." And I was like, "Oh well, I'm still going to make the most of it. I'm still going to make it really funny as much as possible." And so I did what I could to make it really funny.
Mello-sama. Even her coolness wasn't able to stand against Dopey's silliness. So I remember the scene was quite simple. I told Dopey and Mello, I'm gonna have you guys over. They're like, okay, sure. What are we doing? They're like, we're gonna do jump rope. They're like, okay, cool. What else are we doing? And then Dopey's like, bear. You invited us all the way here just to do jump. But then what I love about Dopey, right? What I love about Dopey was he looked at me. He just looked at me. I was like, don't worry, Bear. I'm gonna make this really funny. And I'm like, okay, understands. I understand. And then and then he just came in as Dopey, which was absolutely wonderful.
I told Ver, I put my hand, I hugged Ver, put my hand on his shoulder, and I said, "You put me in a jump rope. It's just jump rope. You just put me in a jump rope part. It's just jump rope." And he was like, "Yeah, buddy." And I was like, "Oh, man, don't worry. I'll make it really fun for you. Don't worry." And I got him to laugh like a duck. How does Ver's laugh go again? It's like, no, don't tell him I said that.
Meloko was actually really funny too, because near the end, when we're saying bye, we were thinking of ways to like leave the stage funny. Doppio was like, I'm gonna be a horse because I guess Uma Musume? I don't know actually. And Meloko's like, I'm gonna be a horse too. But then Meloko's like, wait. Staff-san, can I do this? And then she just suddenly did the perfect cartwheel, the most perfect cartwheel I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, girl, where the hell? What the hell? I think it would have been really funny because that to be fair, that was like a couple takes after, like I think 2 takes after. But my first reaction was very much the same reaction as you saw on the debut. I was watching Dopey crawling back and Meloko cartwheeling outside, and I was just there thinking, okay.
But Ver's 3D was amazing. I'm so proud of him. I'm super proud of him.